Yo, hello everyone, welcome to a new live stream for the daily update for the stocks and NASDAQ. Nice to see all of you guys. Nice to be here with you. And let's see the chat. Let's see CPI today for Biliak. CPI, do you mean the news? I think, right? Yes, this is a very intense news for today. So in 2 hours, so we gotta be very careful today. It's a very volatile day. The CPI is the most, of course, critical one that it affect the interest rate decision. So coming in September, which is expected, of course, to be a rate cut. So we're gonna see now. We see the forecast here. Oh my God, yeah. I don't know if I can trust TradingView with those forecasts, guys. Because the last time with the inflation rate, the things has changed here suddenly. I don't know, but yeah, we see a little bit here higher forecast, which is not really nice to see. We would like to see, of course, at least lower forecast, and here 2.7 to 2.09, meaning 0.2 increase. That's crazy. Yeah, that's not good, guys. So I hope that the actual will be different, and that the things start to cool down. Yeah, so very critical one. Thank you, Biliak, for reminding, and thank you everyone, of course, for your likes and subscribe. Of course, if you didn't yet, thank you for your support. If it goes higher, way down, yeah. If the rate is going to be actually higher, then we're screwed, honestly. If not on the chart, if not now on the chart, maybe later, because during the news, somehow the chart, is randomly, so sometimes. Biliak also Fed will only cut 0.25. Well, yeah, I mean, understandable also. If they say that the inflation rate is moving higher, then that would be not a good thing, right? So, yep. Tony, welcome, man. Wishing you everyone good day. And Paul, hello. Can we please look at BITFARMS? Yes, let's write this. BITFARMS. Is it Bitcoin Farms? This is, I think so. Marshalls, hey KG, haven't seen you stream for a week or so. Welcome, man. Nice to see you again. And can you do net wealth? Yeah, sure. Net wealth on ASX, all right. NWL, okay, it's NWL, okay. We're gonna put ASX just as a reminder. Fabio, good morning. Felix, hello. All right, guys, let's start with a NASDAQ and take benefit here from the timing. So basically, we have a 13-minute. We start in NASDAQ. So for NASDAQ, we are still, of course, in this impulse, a 1-2 as a running flat, wave 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, we are in a wave 5 of a wave 5. And that means, of course, we are still looking to end up as this wave 5 internally here, where we have a potentially, of course, a finishing up for this wave 5 in potential diagonal, which can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, preferably to take the blue box, but it's not necessarily, of course, it's a wave 5 here. And you might see, of course, a ending diagonal potentially here. Currently, we took the high, don't forget. We took the high, so this can be a 1, 2, 3. Don't forget this, guys. It's true that I'm putting count impulsive here, but never disregard this diagonal shape here, meaning this is a possibility there, okay? I don't put, again, other label to not get so much crowded here, okay? So basically, we have topped here. Can be a top in an ABC? Well, possibly. Can this be an A, B, and a C? Also very possible. So we might be in zigzags here in an ending diagonal, okay? And wave 2, wave 4 to be given. So basically, this is a good possibility here. In case today also the news is gonna dump us, that might be a wave 4. And then we might start to see again wave 5. Okay, so be careful. Yeah, so that's it for NASDAQ basically on the macro level. But on the micro level here, we can see, of course, yesterday I mentioned what the hell is going on. It's an aggressive move. Now, understandable regarding, of course, the CPI for today. The market is preparing itself, getting out of anything. And we see a little bit of dump. Now, we see a little bit of recover, but don't forget that if we are in a diagonal here, it's not really possible because this wave is longer than the wave 2. Wave 4 is longer. Meaning, if you are bullish here, the only possible scenario is double 1-2s. And you are right now in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 for a major wave 3. Meaning, if the rate is gonna be bullish, positive, we might see, don't forget it's random. We might see, of course, a massive pump for a wave 3. Okay, so we gotta be very, very careful today. So the two scenarios for the up and down are there. You get down in a wave 4 diagonal, you move up in an impulse, and this transforms to leading diagonal 1, 2, 1, 2 again, and then 1, 2, and then double 1-2s and massive wave 3. And currently the market is preparing itself somehow. Okay, so be careful. It's preparing itself for a massive wave 3, honestly. This looks a little bit much more like an impulse or diagonal here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And might be, of course, your 1, 2. And then when the news comes in, of course, we see the wave 3 impulsive. So be careful. Yep. Shafi, hello. I requested a STS Space Mobile on the Discord. Okay, I think I passed this one. So we're gonna put it there. ASTS. Sorry, buddy, if I didn't see it. So here we go. All right. I think I saw it and I forgot it. Maybe. Okay. So it's good to reminding me. Thank you, Shafi. Welcome to the stream as well. So basically, we are in those two scenarios for NASDAQ. Let's see the US 500 or SPX here. What it might be, of course, the situation for today. Bullish and bearish scenarios. So basically, in SPX, we cannot be here in diagonal because wave 5 already longer than wave 3. Confirmation for higher taken, okay? Meaning, of course, at this position, we invalidated any kind of a diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is gone. Now we see higher prices, and probably here you are in a 1, 2 and double 1-2s again. Can be even diagonal. In SPX, you did not broke the diagonal, okay? It took exactly the shape here. And it might still, okay, yeah, it might be even double 1, 2. It doesn't have to be a diagonal. It might still be double 1, 2 as well, and then moving massively wave 3 in case we are positive today. In case we are not positive and we are going to turn bearish here, what are the possibilities? Well, if this is gonna dump from there directly, or maybe one more high and drop down, meaning taking simply the high, finishing as diagonal, this is gonna finish as ABC, or currently as WX and Y. And then we drop down. Okay, so this might be the possibility here. How we drop down? A, B, and a C expanding flat, wave 2. Meaning this impulse still valid, might be ABC to be retested in this zone. If not, of course, we move lower. But that is the bearish scenario in case we are negative today in the CPI. In case positive, we simply, of course, push for higher, definitely. It should be, right? So we're gonna see. All right. So that's it for SPX and NASDAQ today. So those are the scenarios. Be careful, of course, with the news. This is the most important thing to watch today. All right, so for the gold, we are at 19:30. So for the gold, yeah, the gold is showing, of course, a lot of red. As expected, we are expecting a potential wave 4 here. we might have topped, probably can be finished. So this area here can be a 1 2 1 2, and you get a wave 3 4 and a 5 4 and a 5, probably can be finished somewhere like this, if you're gonna consider this as a wave 3 and not a wave 1 2 here. Okay, meaning double 1 2 can be finished 3 4 5. So we're gonna adjust after this potential scenario, 3 here and then 5. Now the problem here, if we have finished wave 5, you got already kind of like ABC here, right? Meaning on the 1 hour chart, if you remember, I didn't like this structure because it looks very, very weird. And it looks kind of like expanding diagonal or corrective structure in ABC, and you have 5 ways diagonal already. Meaning it can be your W, can be your X, can be your wave Y over there. If this is the case, you are corrective, you continue simply for higher. If we continue for higher, therefore, I'm gonna bring back those count for higher as extension, meaning several 1 2s. Again, 1 2, and probably this is your wave 3 4 and a 5 4 and a 5 4 and a 5. But if we are bearish currently, I'm gonna keep it like that, meaning corrective, not bearish. Corrective meaning potentially this blue zone and then moving for higher. Now it can be a big 3 waves structure also, getting more sideways and another wave C downward and then moving for higher. Okay, so it might take time because of course the timing here for wave 2 is very long. So it might take, of course, double time even, and then moving towards the upside. So based on timing here, taken from the wave 2 to the wave 3, as a wave 4, we have exactly this timing here in precision. Preferably, the timing is 1 to 1 and after it, meaning until 22 September. Okay, until 22 September, we might range here for the gold before we move up. Yep, that might be a long time. Right, so basically this is the bearish here. If we, in case we are simply finished over there as correction and we move for higher, for new high, you might be here, of course, in one of those wave 2 here, several 1 2. But that means, of course, one more high. And it moves down again, all right? So basically, for the gold, I'm looking, of course, kind of like corrective. Definitely we are corrective, but how much this correction will extend? Well, can be, okay? It can be because this, currently, it looks like kind of like a leading diagonal, 1 2, but I don't see yet the wave 3 unfolding. Everything here is overlapping. Unless they are smaller 1 2s here, and then we drop very massively, okay, for a wave 4 in a very sharp zigzag probably, or impulse. But if we get impulse here, by the way, I'm gonna have to put a wave 5 there, and I have to disregard the expanding diagonal. Yeah, I have to accept it as expanding diagonal and put the wave 5 there, and consider this as a 1 2 or A, B, and a C. Okay, so this is what it might happen. Currently, I'm gonna expect this as ending diagonal. This is an expanding flat, and then B and a C, until of course the price show different signal and change, of course, here the equation, meaning finishing wave 1 there probably. No, sorry, not wave 1, wave 3 over there, and you're looking for a deep wave 4. Yep. So this is regarding the gold. For today, I don't see any signal yet for higher. I don't see really a ready signal for higher prices. The pressure of the sellers is still there. I see simply here 3 waves finished. Preferably to see, of course, a finished impulse, even if it is small. And even if it is very corrective. You would like to see, of course, a finished 1 2 3 4 5 or an ending diagonal somehow. Okay, so if we take also a little bit here some measures, 1 to 1 fib level taken from this potential, let's say ABC, and it can be, of course, a zigzag in this case, okay, we might drop down to 3,600 as possibility. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna test this area, and we'll see if we drop down, we're gonna see the reaction over there if it moves for higher. Yep, so that's it for the gold for today. I don't see yet, of course, any potential continuation for higher. It can be corrective, but still looking for a little bit lower, meaning the macro level still bullish, the micro level is, of course, corrective. Okay, we're gonna watch this. All right, so that's it regarding the gold. Let's see Nvidia 25-minute 20. Chat Lizini, which means gold will likely go down, and especially if NASDAQ goes up, yes. KG, please analyze GDX. All right. Do you use RSI indicator with your Elliott wave? Yes, sure. Sometimes, yes, of course. Yep, definitely. Magdi also. Yep. Manoy. Hi, can we see Euro USD? We can take a look at the Euro. Okay, guys. Let's see Nvidia. Nvidia has started to recover a little bit here. It has passed somehow our target. Yeah, so the 0.23 given here as a target wave 4, well, has been passed. Now you finish 5 ways down, which is a signal of course, finished structure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, of course, we move towards the upside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 is still unfolding right now for Nvidia. Now, is it the rate cut or something? Can be, but here I'm not really happy in this price action. Okay, why? Wave 3 is very shorter than wave 5 and wave 1. Therefore, I still see it a little bit corrective. We gotta be careful. A, B, and a C can be a potential scenario, W, X, and a Y. Okay, so be careful with it because I don't like what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so as a start, it was supposed to take the fib level, and it might still be. Okay, it might still be a complex structure for Nvidia. All right. Paul, are you still working on the Elliott Wave education course? Will it be released next year? Well, definitely, even probably before the next year. Of course, I'm working on it, but currently I'm a little bit overstressed, a little bit with some personal stuff. And on Saturday, I'm traveling for a week. So probably I might not be able to update you guys on YouTube. I will be only available on Discord because, of course, I need, of course, some time, a little bit first to catch some fresh air, and then come back much better, in much better mood, much better motivations, and yeah, continue, of course, on the course, which is still already in progress. And the plan is before the next year, of course, to be released. Binary King, please see gold. A B can be irregular. As I see, gold can see as WX and a Y for up. You mean we might move up correctively? Yes, of course. As I mentioned, already mentioned this scenario, buddy, that we might be in a WX and a Y. Longer correction. And of course, it will be up and down. Binary King, please check. We already passed the gold, buddy. And I already mentioned this. You can go back to it. The stream is saved there. Paul, great. How much it will cost, buddy? I don't yet know how much the cost will be, and I didn't plan for all of this. Even there is a package with it, some indicators that I developed also with it, and you're gonna get kind of like a membership with Discord with it. So if you have questions, also you can pose some questions. And yeah, so this is. But regarding the cost, I didn't really thought about it yet. Of course, there will be cost, but I did not really consider it yet seriously. Hello, can you tell me about gold? You didn't check the clear. Buddy, do you understand English? I just told you. Just go back to the stream on the gold. It starts at 1930. Okay, so go back to that time and you will see the scenario that you're talking about. Sorry, man, but you nerved me because I told you already, and I mentioned the scenario that you just said. Just go back for it. I'm not gonna annoy the others by going back to the gold. Mention something already they saw. Free Minds, hello, buddy. Little late today. No worry, I'm early today because I need some times, of course, and I benefit from the timing for the streams. All right, guys. So let's move on. So with Nvidia, I'm not really very sure that we are very bullish here. This because of course this impulse here looks very not good. It's invalidation of the rules. It doesn't comply with the rules and might be of course here a W, X, and a Y. So we gotta be careful with it. Okay. It might be in a longer complex structure here in W, X, and a Y, of course, for a wave 4. Okay, that it regarding Nvidia. So Tesla at 31 minutes 30. So for Tesla, we were still looking for higher, and we are looking here at 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 towards the upside. Okay, so basically we have a diagonal here, can be done and finished. We see an impulse downward. We don't see, of course, continuation. We didn't took the high. We gotta be careful with it. Okay, so it can be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or A, B, and a C. The wave C is unfolding as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So if we have this potential diagonal, okay, it might be your full wave 1, 2 there. Okay, so might be 1, wave 2. In case we get the wave C, it can be big 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 continuation for this diagonal on the daily. If we are bullish from there and we continue directly for higher, don't forget that you were not allowed to take the $343.5 because the wave 4 is not allowed to interfere with zone 1. And you have to seek, of course, after continuation for higher. Now, the problem, 15-minute chart, you can see you're not ready here impulsively. Why? Because, of course, we saw kind of like move down and taking the low, and this move up, of course, is 3 waves, which is not, of course, a 1, 2 even. Therefore, it is a part of the correction W, X, and a Y. Your wave Y is simply a zigzag here, even failing to take the lows. Meaning you finished a wave 4 exactly there. Right now, you start an impulse toward the upside, which it might be the continuation, of course, for the impulse here. Wave 5. Because you are potentially here in a wave 4, right? We did not invalidate, so wave 4, you're looking for a wave 5 upward. Yep. That it regarding Tesla. For bullish, you want to move higher. For bearish, of course, you are in a wave 5, of course, for the bullish. For bearish, you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, 15-minute chart, it looks bullish, meaning favoring still the bullish. Be careful from the news, it might affect, of course. Probability is going higher, of course. Okay, that it regarding Tesla. HIMS 34 minute 30. So for HIMS, okay, Let's go all-time history first and see where are we. Okay, so basically we are in 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 4 and a 5 still unfolding toward the upside. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, you did not took yet the invalidation, and we didn't took confirmation for lower even. Yeah, so the gap is clearly given, and we're still looking for higher here potentially. Okay, so basically, if we go to our chart here to see what's going on regarding this wave 4, it finished over there in a wave C truncated. You're moving impulsively for higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Unless, of course, you're still bearish and you are in a big ABC expanding flat. Targets is wave 4 here. Once you take the low, therefore, okay, it might be a wave 5 unfolding in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so that it regarding hymns. You're very brilliant, bro. Love from India. Thank you, Akash. all the love to India as well, buddy. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Sprite, hello. Joined late today. You're very welcome. If you have time, Google, please. Yes, we can check Google. Akash, are you there in Telegram? Telegram, no, but we have Discord community, and it's a private one. So the member are limited, and yeah, I'm there in the also during my vacation because it's easier, of course, to update on Discord and chit chat with you guys. Yep. All right. So that's it regarding hymns. I'm still potentially you're looking for higher here. Because you have kind of like impulsive waves, and you start an impulse here. Unless, of course, you're gonna take the low. Be careful. Taking the low again might how to say it, trigger this zone again or this target. Okay, for bearish. But currently you are bullish. Okay, let's see the crude oil. I believe the crude oil might move for higher due to the tension a little bit, knowing that exactly. So wave 2. So in case I'm saying why I think fundamentally why the crude oil might move for higher, because there are too many tension in the Middle East right now, and like the latest strike for Qatar, that is a huge thing. That is not a really simple thing to have. That might affect all the Arab countries, which are, of course, producing crude oils. And, it represents almost like over than 40% of the world production of the oil, right? So that is not a good thing. And of course, I'm saying not stopping production, but they might stop even. It happened historically. They stopped to bring the oil or to give the oil to a Western country and so on. Yeah. So be careful with this. Anyway, let's see. Anyway, we have ABC here finished in a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and therefore, of course, I'm looking for higher. Probably here because of the zigzag, you are looking in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leading diagonal 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 toward the upside. So at least it's gonna be an ABC. Next target might be $126 for the crude oil again. That's a huge, right? So I'm still looking for it on the lower time frame here or 1 hour chart. You can say yes, it is a finished impulse and you're moving upward. Yeah, we're moving here in leading diagonal again on the smaller time frame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 might start to unfold. We gotta be careful. All right, so that's it for the crude oil. Let's see Intel 3930. All right, let me just, here we go. Guys, I have to cough. I mute sometimes my mic. I'm still having some effect from the flu. It was really strong on me. So basically, we have an ABC for Intel, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So A, B, and a C. A, B, and a C probably looking for higher right now. So basically, if we are here in a W, X, and a Y, even you are finished. You're done. You want to move for higher. Okay. Currently, on the lower time frame for Intel, we are looking at the 2 hour chart here. We were looking here at a potential, of course, move downward, and we were expecting, of course, a potential ending diagonal. Well, can be still there until you take, of course, the invalidation of bearish, meaning taking the highs. This is invalidation of bearish. If we continue for higher, you take it, you move up. Okay, if we continue downward, you might be, of course, looking for still this target here. Okay. Yep. So key level between bullish and bearish. Currently, you're still in the bearish one, meaning if you're still under this invalidation of bearish, you're still looking for lower. Okay. That's it regarding Intel. ASTS. Need to hydrate. All right. Space Mobile. Okay. Okay, wave 4. Okay, here, look what happened. We were expecting a wave 5 to be higher, but it didn't show higher wave 5. So after wave 4, we were expecting this wave 5 to take the target. Don't forget wave 5 always by taking the high with a finished impulsive structure, it can be done and finished over there. Wave 3. Now it was supposed even to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but this did not it did not show strength. Getting again, of course, another wave longer, wave 4 here. So even this after this target, of course, we saw a drop down again. Invalidation of this wave 4, we gotta be careful. We're very, very close to it. Let's see if it is invalidated, by the way. Well, not yet. Okay, but you gotta be careful because if you take it, $35, meaning bearish. We move down here, meaning 3 ways down, 3 ways up. You are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expanding flat, meaning wave 2, wave B are shifting over there. Okay, so very clear price actions by simply taking the 35. By taking the 35, we drop down very massively here. Unless, of course, this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your wave B here finished over there with the wave 2 somehow truncated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is your wave 2. So you don't take the low. So you have, of course, we have a testing area for wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as well. But until that time, we're gonna keep the things like that. Let's consider 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until invalidation of this wave 1, 2. Okay, this transformed to 3 ways up, and then you move in impulsively downward. Okay. So signal 35.53, very close, by the way. All right, let's see the next one, BITFARMS. Okay. All right. Are those the BitFarm, the miners of Bitcoin? Can you please let me know? A, B, C, D, E. A very clear triangle. Very clear triangle, honestly. I don't see any kind of impulsive waves over there. It's simply a triangle. And currently you are in A, B, and this is your wave C, which is gonna be finished very soon. Finishing wave E toward the upside, you drop down. Yes, they are, Paul. Okay, thank you, Paul. So mining actually is not looking good and understandable due, of course, to the high cost of mining. Yeah, and now, of course, especially that Bitcoin might be, of course, in a little bit in a small bear market, which it might be in confluence with, yeah, with the wave E here. Nice one. Yeah. Yep. So be careful with it. It's not looking good now. Lower time frame also. I mean, as I mentioned, this is your A, B, and a C. Your wave C is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So still have a little bit of potential for higher, but you still, of course, in the triangle. If you want to move really higher here, that means, of course, you are invalidating this triangle. Invalidation of triangle here might means, of course, that you are moving for higher. Could it be a big ABC? You mean, yeah, it's hard to say no. Why? If you are in wave A, your wave B is there, your wave C moving up. The only way can be, of course, an ending diagonal, yes. In zigzag correction, you want to see another zigzag correction, another zigzag. So can be a possibility, but still early to call. Yeah, you want to see the reaction here first. Meaning priority right now is to check the triangle. First signal is, of course, breaking this trend line. If breaking it, okay, that is a good signal. Now, second signal is, of course, taking the invalidation of triangle. Meaning once you take it, okay, you might be in a way, then you shift to the wave 3 here, 4, and a 5, yes. Okay. Yep, that's it for BitFarms. I think we started at 45 here. NWL. Okay, I think we did this before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, and a C probably can be finished. Yes, you can have finished here. Yep, it can be finished probably, and you move for higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It's a finished impulse. And on the lower time frame, are you impulsive? Not yet. I don't see it ready. Okay, I don't see it ready for higher yet. Okay, especially here. Not ready yet. It is corrective. Probably this wave 5 can drop down. Okay, can still drop down. It's still open. It can extend as much as it wants. Yeah, it might be, of course, your target for a wave 2 here. Anyway, the expanding flat here, because you have a wave B here higher, might be, of course, in this area. So it can be. It can do it. So kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so be careful with this one. Not really looking good. GDX at 49. Okay. So this one is still a little bit unclear, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, but obviously we are in something very impulsive as expected wave 3 to unfold, and our blue box even overshooted. Wow, okay. Overshooted, that means, of course, it is those are the fib levels for a diagonal here, and we overshooted. That means, of course, you are very impulsive in a wave 3, as we expecting this blue box. Therefore, yep, still, of course, very, very bullish. 3, 4, and a 5. You're simply bullish right now. You cannot really say anything. Internally, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, the target is right. Okay, is very precise, I would say. Okay, it's a very bullish one. Let's see the euro. The euro. Well, I take a look always at the euro anyway. Currently, this scenario ABC is still unfolding for a wave 2 because you are here in double 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Okay, finished over there. You finished wave 1, and this is a daily. You finished wave 1. You have 3 waves down, 3 waves up, obviously corrective. We dive deep for a wave C here. Minimum requirement for a wave 2 is a 0.38 fib level, 1.11 or 1.11 cents. So I'm still looking for the blue box. Despite, of course, this move up, it is still very corrective, and we move for it. Plus, the timing, you did not even reach it yet. Yeah, so perfect time for a wave 2 is still there in confluence. So, yep, this is regarding the euro. Still, of course, looking for lower. Let's see Google. You're very welcome, Paul. Marshalls, no on ASX. What do you mean? Which one, buddy? The NW, this one, NWL, isn't it the same? If it is the same, why on ASX? Oh, it's not the same. This is a Newell Brands Net Wealth Group. Okay. Why they have the same abbreviation? Okay, we did this before even. Sorry, guys. I'm going back to Google just when finishing with this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in a 5. 1, 2, 3. No, something is not. Okay, we need to update this one. Okay. Okay, this is a wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, even you cannot count this. 3. Yeah, somehow like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 4 and a 5 to finish wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and finally wave 5 here. Okay, so currently you are in wave 5 here, and I think this is your target. Wave 3, wave 5 over 1. Okay, almost the same. Basically, be careful. You finished a wave 5 structure without taking, of course, the target, but you took the high. And that means, of course, you might have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 5. Okay. Now, it might be also later on discovered, later on, that will appear later, that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But currently, we have to consider the count as it is. Okay. So currently, you're looking for a potential wave 4 in a yellow scenario here. So the yellow scenario, wave 4, taken from here to there. Sorry. We need wave 4 impulse. Here we go. Yes, so we might come back to this zone as a blue box. Okay. I think this one we have to reconsider right now. I think you're moving down and then moving up. Okay, so wave 4 can be there, and then moving continuation for wave 5. Let me check. Are we impulsive? Can be, of course, 1, 2, big 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. So be careful. Yeah, so it might be, and it might be, of course, finished ABC and you move up. Meaning, if you are in a longer wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 5, we gotta test, of course, this area here as a wave 2. But you did not reach yet the perfect fib level, or the minimum requirement, I would say. So preferably, anyway, still looking for this target. This one to be tested. If we move up from here, you might be in a big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to extend this wave 5. Okay? Yep, so that's it for this one. Let's see Google. All right, Google hitting the target nicely. Okay, let's update. So this is our wave 5 expected to finish a wave 3, wave 4, and a 5. Okay, yep. It looks like it took the target very nicely. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I'm looking for another 4 and a 5. Let's see if the structure is finished here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Well, yeah. Sorry. Sorry, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, it can be. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Can be even one more leg. Okay. Can be even one more leg. Can be to the extended 1.618 here. So yep. So this is a very nice one. Okay, so next target might be the following, in case, of course, we are very close to the top here. So I'm gonna take it virtually a little bit, so it's not very precise, but it can be. Of course, we can adjust it when we top later on. So next target might be this following target here. Okay, so this is your next blue box. As a way for $221. All right, guys, that was it for today. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to support with a like. And of course, see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.